Welcome back to JH Diesel. We got Mr. Burgundy back in the shop here because he wanted to give us a couple issues. So as you guys know, we showed you in a couple videos ago, the rocker arm broke, caused a valve to have an issue. So we are going to pull the passenger side cylinder head on this thing, and we're going to get it off, get the intake off, get the passenger side head off, and we're going to put a fresh valve in there if we need to, whatever we need. We got to get the head off, get the machine shop. So that is what we're going to be doing today on Mr. Burgundy. And we're going to start on the teardown. We just put this thing together not too long ago. Luckily, the passenger side's the easy side, and I went ahead and got some better rocker arms. So we got some crane cams, gold rockers, right? Isn't that what they are?
Gold series.
So they're gold series rocker arms. So we got those.
Another set of lifters.
And we got a fresh set of lifters. We got some good lifters because the lifters that were in this thing didn't seem like they were pumping up. We think that's actually why this happened. It's because the lifters weren't really wanting to pump up when we first built it. And we went back and checked them and rechecked them, but it just,
was just two of them that were...
Two were a little soft, yeah. Well, comp cams, roller rockers, what we got for it. Got the gold series, not crane. Comps, baby.
And I think it has elbow rock.
I think they're just the lifters that are in it. Are they? I think they're just silver Speedmasters or something. They're just...
No, I'm talking about
the lifters. Lifters are elbow rock, yeah. So guys, we're gonna get that thing together, but I really wanted to put more power to this thing. So all you guys watching, I wanted to put a blower on it. The problem with putting a blower on it is we got an event at the end of April. I've been avidly searching for a blower, a whole blower setup for this thing.
Not for like a week, for months.
Yeah, for a while. Could not find one. And then the ones that you can get, they're telling me it's probably about anywhere from 6 weeks to 12 weeks to get one. So I think the shortest time I found was 6 weeks, which still put us over our date for the next event we want to do. So if anybody in the comments, if anybody knows, shoot us an email. If you know where there's a blower set up at, a 671 or an 871 setup, that'd be pretty cool. We'd like to throw one on there, or even, I think a 1071 is kind of big, but if that's what it is, we could probably make it work. Because it is a stock big block with a serpentine belt setup. So if, if you guys have one, somebody has one out there, knows of one, knows somebody that's got one sitting around, let me know. Let us know. We'd love to have it. So we're trying to do that. We'll see what happens there. And need it ASAP. So otherwise, we're going to get on this thing, get the head off. Don't forget to head on over to baldeagle.com, grab you some JH Diesel merchandise. Ron Burgundy shirts are in stock. JH Diesel snapback hats in stock, several models. Stickers, everything's in stock right now, guys. Check it out. And hope you guys enjoy this video of the teardown on old Ron Burgundy. Seems like we were just here not too long ago, so just a little repeat here, but New Year's Day, that's right, that was when we put it back together. So, all right guys, hopefully you enjoy it. Get this thing tore apart. we got our cylinder head off all in about, what, 20 minutes? It literally took like 20 minutes to pull that thing apart. So we do have our cylinder head off right now. Good news is all the pistons look okay. And since day one, since we put this cam and lifter assembly and everything in there, we saw an issue. And yes, I see dirt in the intake ports and stuff. We're gonna vacuum all that out. But since day one, we saw an issue. And look at these two lifters. We could never get them to set right. And there was our issue from day one. That eventually most likely caused the valve to, or the rocker to get all cattywampus on the valve and ruin the valve.
I don't 100% know what happened in that cylinder. In this cylinder.
She looks like she was going lean.
Look at the valve guide, valve seat, and look at this. Something went through that cylinder.
Oh, it did, didn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe it was.
And that's the one with the.
What's weird is the piston looks fine.
Yeah, but that's the one with the messed up lifter.
Yeah.
So everything
odd.
Everything that happened was isolated to that one cylinder. I mean, whatever did this, the valve guide or the seats all messed up. It's gonna have to have a valve seat put in it.
Yep, we're gonna take the cylinder head over to our local machine shop, have those guys check it out, get it taken care of, and get it back on the truck and get it ready to bog. But again, guys, we're looking for a blower. Help your boys out. Big block blower setup. Let me know what you got. So after the other day, we pulled our head off. I took it down to my local machine shop. Told you guys at the beginning of the video, I'm looking for a blower and stuff. Talked to those guys for a little bit. We were talking about what we could do, maybe bumping compression up, helping with the engine without putting a blower on. And, well, I got to do a little bit more work. So we actually are going to pull the other cylinder head off this thing. Only the reason for that is because the way that valve spring broke, they were really worried about doing just one side and not the other. We did find bad lifters, as we showed you, all that stuff, but they were super worried about having an issue with the other lifters. So, or I'm sorry, with the other cylinder head. So we're going to pull the other side off, pull the other head off, get that thing off, get it to the machine shop. I might have some good news on some horsepower parts, but we'll see here in a second. So we got this thing, as you guys know, we just pulled it off all apart the other day. I'm gonna get back up here and get the other cylinder head off. Shouldn't be too bad of a deal to do. We literally pulled the other one off, you know, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So hopefully the driver's side, it's a little bit more difficult to get to, but I think we'll be able to get to it, not a problem. So we're gonna get on that now, get this thing apart, get that at the machine shop. Both heads will be there. I might have an update for you guys that you're really gonna enjoy. We'll see. All right, well, after I got the engine tore down and took the cylinder heads over to the machine shop, started discussing some stuff with them over there about what we can do to make some more power out of this thing. And everybody agrees, you know, like I mentioned earlier in the video, we need to put a blower on this thing. So I'm still like, man, blowers are 12 weeks out. Everybody you call, it's like 4, 6, 8, 12 weeks. And everybody said that if somebody tells you 4, that really means 8. So I'm thinking 8 to 12 weeks to get a blower. And I'm like, gosh, dang, there's got to be something out there that we can get for this thing. So my boy Justin was online looking around at Facebook Marketplace. He found somebody that's like, yeah, I got an 871 blower down in Cape Coral, which is about 2 hours from me. So guys, I didn't intend for this video to go this way, but we're about to pick up some horsepower right now. We're on our way down to Cape Coral to grab an 871 blower. As long as everything's there like the guy says it is, it's a brand new 871 blower shop blower. It's the whole install kit. There's everything I need to bolt it right into my truck. So we're headed down to add some power right now. Had no idea it was gonna happen, guys. This developed within a couple days. So I'm headed down here, gonna grab this blower. We'll check it all out. Hopefully it's everything he says it is, and I can install that thing on the truck and get some more horsepower out of it, because she's down a little bit. This should be good. All right, guys, we made it back to the shop from our little adventure, and this is just as good as I expected. Check her out. 871 blower. She's ready to rip. Got the whole setup, carbs, linkages, everything, the blower. Got the intake, the pulleys. Got everything that we need to install this 871 blower in our big block Chevy here. 850 carburetors, both Hollies. So we can basically, dude, I mean, look at this is our old carburetor setup right here. And just the difference. And now we got this monster on here. So 871 blower. God, I'm so excited. This thing's already been tuned and dialed in. Like the carbs are good to go. They're blower carbs. He said I can run pump gas on them all the way to 110. No need for ethanol. No need for any alcohol. He said they're perfect on. He's like, this is like a good street and strip setup. Not a problem at all. So we got that setup going. I'm gonna basically I gotta buy a ton of RAM and a couple other small things. Try to keep the mud out. But got some nice big block Chevy blower intake. And then obviously the studs and a couple other things. So I took a measurement already, and I did take a measurement. It looks like with the top hat and stuff, this thing's probably going to stick up about 8 inches out of the hood. So we're going to have to cut a little hole in the hood but how sick, guys. We need more power. We're going to take some gear out of the truck now. This should easily add. Right now, we're going to run a 1-to-1 drive pulley. So right now, what that means is this pulley here is the same size as this pulley here that's going to go on the crank. And we're going to start there, get some baseline numbers, see what it does. I got a boost gauge and everything to put in it. So we'll get our baseline numbers on that, see what it pulls. They say, I've heard so many different stories on how much boost in reference to engine horsepower. I've heard every 5 pounds of boost is half your engine's horsepower, which seems to be the most common one, or every 10 pounds of boost is your engine's horsepower. But then to run a roots blower, they say it takes 100 horsepower to run one, is what I heard. So basically, if you figure it up, let's say this engine is 450 horsepower. So we're going to take 450, we're going to make it 350. And now we're going to double that if we go to 10 pounds of boost, and we're going to be at 700 horsepower. So that is the equation or calculation that I've been told. Don't quote me on that. I'm just telling you guys what I've been told, so what I'm going off of. And I think it sounds right. I mean, sounds good to me if somebody made all that up. But either way, guys, 871 blower. She is a freaking rig, dude. God dang. Shoo! We're getting blown, boys. I love it. We got to pull the radiator out, though, too. That is one thing that we got to do. It is not going to fit with the radiator in there. So we got to take the radiator. We're going to put that in the bed. That'll help any kind of overheating issues we have. And I think that'll actually help us in the long run with everything. But let's just hope we got enough time to get this thing ready for Louisiana Mudfest, because that's our goal. That's kind of our deadline right now. We want to get done for Louisiana Mudfest, and we'd love to take it out there and have fun and go to a new place we've never been. So, God, I hope it does. But, dude, I just can't stop looking at it. She's so pretty. I think it goes right here.
Yeah. That means we're missing something.
No, we got a couple small things, man. Small things. We'll get all that stuff worked out. We got the majority of it. So the heads are at the machine shop still. Those guys still have them. They're putting fresh springs and stuff in it for us, fixing that valve. Should get those heads back within the next day or two. We'll get the heads bolted back on the engine. Once the heads are bolted back on, we'll start fitting our blower and all our assembly, and this thing's going to be... I'm excited. Never had anything with a blower. Always wanted one. So anyways, guys, thank you again for watching the JD Cecil channel. We will see you next time.